Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there. Welcome back to another episode of Top 5, the series where I talk about either my top 5 loved or top 5 hated streetwear, sneaker, or jewelry pieces in various different collections. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about my top 5 most favorite items that released in Palace's Autumn 2020 collection. It's time, guys. It's time to do a top 5 of Palace's Autumn 2020 collection. Now, some of you are probably like, whoa, but don't we do top 5s at the end of the season? It's not the end of the season for Autumn 2020 already, is it? Well, it seems like it is. I know, guys. Yeah, so over the past week, I have been waiting for Palace to drop its its drop list for week 8 of its Autumn 2020 collection. But all the way up until Friday, there were no signs that we were going to get a week 8. And then on Friday, finally, a little video dropped of Palace saying Winter 2020, and I was like, oh, okay, then that's it. Like, that's the end of the Autumn 2020 collection. So we only got 7 weeks of the Autumn 2020 collection for this year, guys. It was a very small season, but Palace generally has quite small seasons because Palace has 5 seasons in a whole year. They have spring, summer, autumn, fall, and ultimo. They're the 5 seasons, so every season has to last around a maximum of 10 weeks, because obviously we have 52 weeks in a year. If they have 5 seasons, they only have 52 weeks to drop all the pieces in the year. So some seasons may be longer than others, and it just looks like that the Autumn 2020 season was a little bit shorter than the rest of them. But that's okay. You know, there were some really good items that released in that season. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about my top 5 favorite items from that season. Now, I think a lot of you, if you've been watching my drop list videos for Palace's Autumn 2020 collection, I think you could already guess what my top 5 favorite items are going to be. It's going to be quite predictable if you've been watching those videos, but it's still going to be fun to talk about. It's still going to be fun, you know, listing off my top 5. And of course, guys, I want to hear from you. I want to hear what your top 5 favorite items are from Palace's Autumn 2020 season. Now, if you don't know how to find a consolidated list of Palace's Autumn range, I'll drop a link in the description section below where you can go check out the whole Autumn 2020 range, and then you can pick your top 5 and let me know in that comment section below what your top 5 favorite items were from Palace's Autumn 2020 collection. But let's move on now. Let's head on over to my 5th favorite item that released in the Autumn 2020 season. Now, drum roll please, guys. What could item number 5 be? Probably a quite predictable one because I praised it a lot when it released in the week, and a lot of us were hoping that there was going to be a knit version of it releasing this season, but it doesn't look like it. Now you've probably, figured out what the item is. For item number 5, it's going to go to the Bulldog Hoodie. I thought this was a really, really cool piece. It came in multiple different colors, with most of the colors being really, really good. What it is it's a simple little Palace hoodie with, from what it looks like, an embroidered graphic on the front, with the Palace logo that's underneath the graphic being done in what looks like a chain stitch embroidery. So that embroidery that feels like it's a little bit fluffy to the touch. It's a very, very nice little graphic. It's just a bulldog with his arms crossed with what looks like a cannabis leaf on his arm here. It looks like it. A bit of a laugh. It's a very cool little graphic. I personally would have loved to pick this up in the white. It's still available on the web store, so I could pick it up now, but I've done a lot of Palace pickups recently. I don't think I need, this Palace Bulldog hoodie isn't like a I need it right now kind of piece, but it's a very, very nice piece. I thought it was a highlight of this season. I think it's one that all of us can enjoy, and I really enjoyed it. So it's going to go at spot number 5 today. We'll head on over now and have a look at what item I thought was really, really good and deserves spot number 4. Now, drum roll please, guys. Item number 4, what could it be? Well, it was an item that actually appeared in the lookbook, and I praised it because I thought the graphic was quite nice. I just felt the color that was showcased in the lookbook wasn't one that I was interested in picking up. Luckily, it released in a multitude of different colors, but honestly, I was really shocked by the colors that it released in. They were very, very good. The color palette was really, really good for the other colors it released. So super happy when I saw it in the lookbook, super happy when it released. And I just thought, you know what? It's a super clean piece that honestly anyone could enjoy. What piece is it? Well, for item number 4, it's going to be the Palace Skates Dominates Hoodie. It was a sweet, sweet piece. I thought the colors are really cool. We saw a blue and yellow one in the lookbook, and I was like, I don't know if I'm feeling the blue and yellow. But then it released in a navy colorway, and that was really, really solid. So the graphic itself was like a 90s text one. It looks like it was felt embroidery on it. Palace loves to do its pieces or its logos in embroidery or applique, and I think that's a really, really smart move to do, because it adds that little bit extra to the piece and really can change it from an awesome piece to an even better piece by just having felt embroidery logos on it instead of prints. I really, really love this piece. It sold out instantly in extra large. That's the issue here. If I want to go for any of the pieces, I have to go like when it drops, because extra large is always the size that sells out, and I'm obviously an extra large fella, so I have to be there at the drop. So I've missed out on this one, unfortunately, but a very, very solid piece that released this season. I will move on now to item number 3 in my top 5 favorite items that released in the autumn season. So item number 3, drum roll please. This item released as part of essentially a collaboration this season. What it is this piece's graphic that is featured on it is inspired by an artwork piece by John Dove and Molly White, a couple of British contemporary artists that do collage styled pieces and punk and rock inspired 15XL t-shirts that they hang up on walls and stuff like that. This piece was part of a capsule that was inspired by one of their most iconic artwork pieces, which is known as the Lips piece. Palace this season did a series of all over print pieces that was inspired by this graphic. It came in pants, it came in a hoodie, it came in a long sleeve, it came in a hood, it came in a crusher cap as well, like a bucket cap. But I picked it up in the jacket. So at item number 3, it's gonna go to the John Dove and Molly White Mouth. They renamed it Mouth for Palace. The Mouth Zipper Sherpa jacket. This piece is insane. It's unique. I love its all over print, and the fact that they did it on a Sherpa material just adds a little bit of flavor to it. It is just a crazy, crazy piece. A super, super soft Sherpa material. On the back, it features a Palace felt applique logo. So all these individual letters are done in felt, and then they're embroidered with this silver embroidery around it to stick on the back there. It's a super soft material, one of my favorite pieces this season, and it just had to go at spot number 3, especially because I picked it up. little bias there, but yeah, no, it's just sick. I absolutely love it. It almost, after picking that up, I was almost tempted to go pick up the hoodie as well, but it looks like all the John Dove and Molly White pieces have been removed from the shop, from the online store, so I can't pick them up anymore. So that's really tragic, but it's just a super sick piece, and it had to go at item number 3. We'll move on now. We're in our top 3 now. We'll move on to item number 2, which is my second favorite item from Palace's Autumn 2020 collection. Let's go check it out and see what item number 2 is. Now at item number 2, my second favorite item from Palace's Autumn 2020 season. This item I managed to pick up, but because of shipping, I'm gonna get it next week, so I can't just showcase it to you guys here, which is a bit of a bummer, but I will unbox it on the channel when I receive it. So, you just wait till next week and it'll be here, and then you can watch me unbox it. It's an awesome, awesome piece. To some, it may be their favorite item this season, and totally understandable. There's only one other item that I would say tops it, and we'll get into that when we get into that. But at item number 2, it's gonna go to, of course, the Tri Crusher hoodie. This piece was awesome, guys. It was simply a Palace hoodie done in various different colors with a tri-ferg on the back of it that's crashing into a skull, and the skull is just breaking open, all done in like a comic book VHS grain style over the top of the Trifurgan skull. It was so well done, man. This piece sold out within the first minute of it dropping when it dropped in the week. I did a copped or dropped video, so if you want to see how quickly it sold out, you can go check that out. But literally every single size, bam, done in a minute because it was so sought after, and it was just amazing. It was just an awesome hoodie that I think a lot of people can get around. It's probably up there with the Hesh Mint Fresh hoodie that released last season as one of the best hoodies to release in a season. It's just awesome. It's an awesome piece. I managed to pick it up in the white colorway, so white with a gray Trifurg on the back of it. I thought that was the best color combination, and I felt like it was also going to be the easiest to grab because not a lot of people go for white hoodies. It's obviously sold out now, but I think it was the best for me to go for with, you know, with all things put into consideration there. Yeah, sick piece, easily deserves spot number 2. Now, I think you guys have an idea on what I put at number 1. It's a piece that I couldn't afford, probably that most of us couldn't afford, but it was just so solid, man. It's just such a big piece, and I'm bummed out that I'll miss out on it, and if I ever want to pick it up later down the line, it's going to cost me more than what it costs at retail because, you know, resellers and everything like that. It's just an amazing piece. Let's go head on over and have a look at what I put as my favorite item that released in Palace's Autumn 2020 season. So, do you guys have an idea on what my favorite item that released in Palace's Autumn 2020 season is? I think you do. I think I gave enough clues to like let you guys figure it out. If you've been watching my drop list videos, I think you know. At item number 1, it's going to go to the very expensive leather jacket that is the Palace Avrex No Snakes jacket. This thing was insane, absolutely insane. I absolutely love the constant collaboration between Palace and Avrex. They do these amazing high quality jackets with these awesome designs on it every couple seasons. I'm going to say every couple years actually. It's not even every couple seasons, it's every couple years. This season we got one that was called the No Snakes jacket. The reason for that is because on the back of it, it features this amazing, and I'm talking amazing, leather applique design, which has the Palace logo inside of a snake's mouth, and then Avrex done in like a curved font over the top of it. And with 2020 down the bottom, just in case you forgot which year it released in. It was just a super solid piece. There were so many people looking to pick it up. It dropped in week 1. I was kind of hoping it would be like £500 or like £600, and then it dropped for like, I can't even remember how much it was. It was like £898 or something like that. Some dumb amount of money. It actually sold out in extra large in the white colorway, which was the colorway that I wanted. The black one I think is actually totally sold out now, but I would love to pick up this piece in the white. It's just so expensive though, and I don't know if I can justify spending that amount of money on a piece like this, but I respect it. I'm like, damn, that is a solid piece. It's definitely my favorite piece of this season. I would love to own it, but as I said, money is a factor here, and it's just so expensive. But I love it. The design, the quality, because it's an Avrex one. It's going to be insane, and it's going to last forever. I would just love to pick it up, but I can't. So it's a sad placement at number 1. You know, it's an item I want but can't have, and it definitely deserves spot number 1, guys. But I want to hear from you guys now. Now that I've listed off my top 5, we had the Bulldogs hoodie at number 5, we had the Skate Dominate hoodie at number 4, we had the John and Molly mouth jacket at number 3, we had the Tri Crusher hoodie at number 2, and now we have the Palace Avrex No Snakes jacket at item number 1. I want to hear what you guys have to say about my top 5 list, or your top 5 list. I want to hear what you guys put as your top 5 favorite items that released in Palace's Autumn 2020 season. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on either my list, or let me know your list down in that comment section below. That's it, guys. That's probably, actually no, I was going to say this is probably our last video on the Palace Autumn 2020 collection, but I just did hint at that I'm going to be unboxing the Tri-Tex hoodie, oh sorry, the Tri Crusher hoodie next week. So I mean, there you go. So there's still a little bit more Palace Autumn 2020 love coming our way, but that's the end of the season, guys. They've announced the winter season. The lookbook is out, so I will be looking to do a video in probably the next 48 hours to cover the lookbook, because, you know, I'd love to go over that with you guys. So get keen for week 1 of their winter collection, guys. I hope you're keen for that one, but it's sad to see the autumn 2020 collection go, because as we just covered, there were some amazing pieces that released this season. Some of them that I would love to pick up, even though I can't afford them. Primarily the No Snakes jacket, but it was a sick season. Let me know how you feel about Palace's autumn season. Did you like it? Did you hate it? How did you feel about the collabs that released this season? Did you like any of the collabs? And, you know, yeah, what's your top 5 favorite items from that season, guys? Let me know everything you have to say about the autumn 2020 season down in that comment section below. And guys, if you want me to keep doing top 5 videos, you want me to keep doing Palace videos, you want me to keep doing the drop list videos for the winter season, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, a comment in the comment section down below, and a subscribe to the channel, as I am trying to aim for 2,650 subscribers before the month ends. We initially tried to aim for 2,700, but I think we were asking a bit too much there. We've only got around about 10 subs before we hit 2,650, and I think that's a more realistic milestone to try and aim for before this month ends, as we only have a couple days before the month actually ends, guys. So subscribe today, tell your mates, and hopefully we can reach the milestone of 2,650 subscribers before the end of September. But that's everything I got to say about the Palace Avrex. Oh, sorry, the Palace. Or I'm just thinking about the jacket. I'm just like, oh my god, I need it. Dude, I just need that No Snakes jacket. That's everything I got to say about my top 5 favorite items from Palace's Autumn 2020 collection. So until the next top 5 video, until the next Palace video, until the next drop list video, guys, I'll catch you later.